a big ocean state, as your country. It's blessed with some of the world's most beautiful waters and beautiful islands, but still it might be one of the direct victims of issues like climate change. I noticed that your country has been making a lot of efforts, although it's the least contributor to carbon emission in the world. Can you talk a little bit about the efforts you've been making?
Of course, I would love to talk about it. I mean, you know, especially here in China, because China is the most populous country in the world. And I really deeply respect that China is very strong in its commitment to upholding the commitments to the Paris Agreement. As a Pacific Island country, we are very, very concerned about, you know, sea level rise. And as you know, sea level rise is an existential threat to our Pacific Island communities. And so during the last Pacific Islands Forum, the Pacific Island Forum members, 18 of us, adopted a declaration that calls on the world to take action now, and we took that to the United Nations.
Yeah, one of the sentence expression of your speech at the 74th UN General Assembly stands out to me, and I quote, "Tragically, the world's poorest and most vulnerable communities are at the mercy of those who could have made constructive and progressive changes." Can you dwell a little bit more on that?
Well, you know, that statement is, I really meant it from my heart. You know, when we speak from the Pacific point of view, we have a strong solidarity as Pacific Island countries, and we bring it to the world stage to say that, you know, if we don't come on board, all the countries to work together on this issue of climate change, it's going to affect all of us. So we're making a plea, appealing to countries around the world to come around, join the solidarity of the Pacific Island countries, and also many island countries around the world to be together in this fight and do it from the heart, because our future is at stake.
China has made it very clear on various domestic and international occasions that it's a firm supporter of multilateral mechanisms when dealing with the most pressing issues facing the world today, like climate change. At home, China has been doing a lot, investing a lot in renewable energy sector and planting lots and lots of trees as a national strategy, and many more. And internationally, it's doing a lot of effort to defend the Paris Agreement. How would you describe China's stance on issues like this?
And I thank China for taking that leadership. And the same goes with the other countries with the big populations around the world. You know, the fight against climate change is not going to be successful without the participation of China, United States, India, Europe, and other countries around the world. Then we encourage countries to work together in making our world a beautiful world, because we depend so much on the environment. So yesterday, when the children were waving at us, I was thinking about climate change and the future of our, children, that they deserve a better world. So let's give them a better future by working together.